It's a little stressful, you see one house and then next two houses might be vacant. So it's a little stressful for the community, especially it brings down the property value. If you cut your grass and then the grass next to you is a vacant house and it's not cut, it just makes you feel some kind of way. You know what I mean? If I take care of my house, the house next to me should be taken care of also.
House Bill 187 and 188 give back some measure of control to local governments to combat this downward spiral in the life of a community by allowing them oversight of those that would buy these properties with no genuine intent to rehabilitate the properties, and by allowing local government to recover their costs and having to maintain the properties and expend local government resources in the course of doing so.
One thing that we've learned in working collaboratively with the state and county and nonprofits is that we really need to make sure that we're putting the value, the actual costs of the costs of having to maintain the house on the property and then move that house to the sheriff's sale process. So before we can do that, before we can really work that process and get those houses to sheriff's sale, we want to make sure that we have a strong system in place, which this legislation does, which is to make sure that people that are going to be bidding on these properties don't own a bunch of code and taxes on other properties, meaning they'll might be speculating, might be bad actors. So we want to have, we want to be able to make sure that the people that are going to be bidding on these properties are they're going to make that house, dispose of that house, and make that house a place where people want to live. So that's what the legislation will help us do. It will allow us, when we take a house to sheriff's sale, to get that house to someone that we think will eventually do something with it and do it quickly.